I'd like to thank LSU Coach Les Miles for spending a couple minutes with us. I know it's a busy day, culmination to a recruiting season. How do you think this class fills the needs you have at LSU?
Well, it's really what we need. And we need a class with some big men, some receivers, a quarterback that can step in and make some throws, a great defensive line. Yeah, it's really what we need.
When you look at the guys individually, you have some very high character guys in this class. How important was it for you when you go out recruiting to find guys? You know, there's a lot of talented guys that don't fit well in a locker room. These guys that you have, they bonded, they committed early, they stuck with it the whole way. How does that speak to the kind of character you're trying to fill your roster with?
Well, you want a group of men that are committed to the school, that are committed to each other, and committed to their class. And I really felt like this group did that. You know, when they committed, they were men of their word. They seldom did they take visits, and you know, they stayed. And it was I think they made sense of their recruitment. You know, so many times it becomes the show and the you know, pulling the hat out, and you know, this is where I'm going. But I think in their instance, it was more, this is our family, this is what we want to depict, and they stayed true.
It's interesting, you know, covering recruiting every day. A couple of these guys, they would go take visits other places. It seemed as though when they would go to other schools, they would come back and make their bond to LSU stronger. Was that ever something where you would tell a guy, yeah, go take a look, and because if you compare them, you guys have a pretty good product to sell here?
Well, we compare ours versus any. It's a great education. It's a great academic support. Our guys, they're a great group of men to play with. They enjoy being a teammate of this football team, and it's a team that gets to play for championships. So even when they take visits, it didn't necessarily measure up.
Now, some of the unsung heroes in this whole process is your assistant coaches. These are guys that are on the road all the time, putting in the legwork, getting all the stuff done. Speak a little bit about how your assistants have worked on assembling this class.
Well, you know, we really did it as a team, and it was not necessarily a specific to the number of recruits that, you know, they all got. You know, like for instance, our offensive line coach did a great job with what was 4 committed offensive linemen. Sure. That, you know, he really, you know, took part in, you know, in every week. And Billy Gonzalez, you know, we signed a very, very strong wide receiver group, and frankly, he represented his position extremely well. But again, it was a group effort, and I think the staff did a great job. I think there's special, you know, thanks to a guy like Frank Wilson. Frank Wilson just did a magnificent job in his first year as a recruiting coordinator for the LSU Tigers. And I think Brick Haley had just another great year in recruiting. So
certainly, the closing Nebraska today.
Yeah,
looks really
absolutely. Good. Well, you know, he's quality man, represents the school so well. I think Ron Cooper also did a great job. So, but I think the key is that the staff did a great job together.
What's it like when you go into a house and you offer a family a scholarship, and then you come to signing day? You know, I talked with David Jenkins earlier today, and he was just he couldn't get over how great it was. What's it like to know that this is, in a lot of ways, a dream come true for these young men? You know,
I told a lot of guys just really in the last couple hours, in the last couple of days, that you know, at my house, there wasn't just excess money for education. There wasn't a pile of money put off in the corner that, okay, this is for all of our kids that go off to college. It's nice to have that scholarship awarded, and it's a very special time. You know, it's the first time that you get to exchange athletic ability for, you know, what is a real quality tool for the rest of your life for education. And it's special. And for me, you know, I'm fortunate to represent LSU. I'm fortunate to represent a great opportunity, you know, to see the smiles and to watch these guys continue to participate, and when they go off having had the degree, and that's really what it's about.
Well, I'm looking at the commitment list here, and there's one name missing, you. I mean, aren't you the biggest commitment to LSU in this class? I mean, you made a big commitment here a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I am committed, and no, this is. I'm like I said when I started my press conference not an hour ago, how fortunate we are to represent LSU. Great school, great education, a wonderful community to go to school in, a state to represent, and an opportunity to play for national championships. It's I am committed.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you very much for taking some time, Coach.
Derek, my pleasure.
We'll be back with more Bayou Bengals Insider right after this.